America! Yeah! It's the land of the free, and at the moment, it just can't get the Lego flowing. Now, if you're part of any international AFOL groups, or you just watch a lot of Lego tubers, most of them seem to reside within the North American territories, you have probably seen the fact that America and Canada seem to have a massive Lego shortage, to put it bluntly. Like, they just can't seem to get the Lego into the country. Lego Group will do its best. It announces a date internationally where all of the Lego product that it announces will be available. This has been things for like mainly the summer stuff, which is launched, so like the Harry Potter stuff and the new Star Wars sets coming out. They will announce dates for those being launched, and then a couple of days later, for the North American territories, they seem to push it back a month or a couple of months. And, well, that's because of the thing that can't be named on a YouTube video. So at the moment, currently, right now, we're in the middle of the great year of 2020. Hi, hello to all those people watching in the future. Don't forget to subscribe if you're if you're enjoying this random bit of like history I seem to be talking about for you guys, and for the rest of you who are watching this as it's uploaded. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Like, I'm going to be making more videos. You want to watch them. And in the great year of 2020, along with a whole bunch of other things that seem to have gone the upside down smiley face emoji, we seem to be in the middle of that thing again I can't mention on a YouTube video, otherwise they suppress the video. And that thing has affected a lot, and I mean a lot, of businesses. So why can't the Lego Group get Lego into the North American territories? Well, it's a little more complicated than you might think. So basically, the Lego Group have 4 production plants in the world. They have one in Denmark and in Hungary. They have one in China, and then they have one over Trump's imaginary wall down in Mexico. Each factory serves a different part of the world, making sure that it can get its products out to those territories in an efficient time. China obviously serving Australasia and the Middle East, Denmark and Hungary serving Europe as its biggest territory, and then North America being served by the Mexican production plant. Now, Miss Rona, who seems to have stayed around for a little bit longer than we all thought was going to, has affected different countries in different ways, and each of those countries have responded in different ways to how to handle Miss Rona, whether or not they let her sleep on her couch, or whether or not they let her, they boot her out the door and go, "Oi, get out, get out." Now, over here in Europe and over in China, factories haven't ever really stopped. They are mainly automated, and they are running on like a skeleton staff just to make sure things don't completely stop, and to make sure that they can still churn out products, keeping the economy going, and making sure territories get enough of the product where they can. Now, due to import regulations, safety regulations, you name a regulation, it probably affects it. Lego Group have a tough time getting things from China and Europe into the North American territories. So, to combat that, obviously, they built the plant down in Mexico, but then Rona, oh, Miss Rona, don't forget about her, Lord Ronamort comes along. Lord Ronamort. Apparently that's what I'm calling it now. Lord Ronamort comes along and goes, Mexico, I'm just going to hang around in here for a while, just going to crash on your couch, drink some beers, maybe eat some nice food. Who knows? I'm just going to stick around for a while. And the Mexican government turned around and went, damn it. Well, looks like we're going to have to close down all non-essential businesses. And that means all non-essential businesses, factories, shops, supermarkets, small family-run businesses, restaurants, pubs, bars, clubs, you name it. If the government didn't see that it was essential, it was closed. End of. No ifs, no buts, no Lego coconuts. Do Lego have a coconut piece? I'm not sure they do. Now, North America isn't completely shut off when it comes to importing Lego. It can import Lego, it just has to jump through a lot more loops and hoops and do a couple of hula skirt dances before it can actually get it into the countries that it wants to get it into. But it does make it a lot harder with that Mexican plant shut. There is an advantage, though, to pushing back the dates on the North American territories, and that is allowing the supply and demand in countries and territories like Europe and China, Middle East, and Australasia. And it's servicing those places first, meaning that when it comes round to this magic September 1st date, which we're all hoping for North America can get its Lego sets, it will be able to prioritize the older stuff over the newer stuff for those territories, because supply and demand has been met mostly in its bigger territories. Does that make sense? Basically, the quicker I can get Lego and buy it means the quicker it can get over to North America, because people like me don't demand the Lego as much, so it can prioritize sending stuff over to you guys, making sure it has the right packaging, it has all the right labels, it goes through the right safety standards, etc, etc, etc. So that is why Lego in America seems to be on a little bit of a decline. It's simply just down to Lord Voldemort hanging about a bit too much, causing places like Mexico having to shut down and not being able to get things into the territory quick enough. This causing the delays on those Harry Potter sets, on those Star Wars sets, and even possibly over on the Lego Harry Potter CMF series, which is coming up. Now, do I think Lego will be able to get everything out for that September 1st at the moment? It's kind of like a yes, no. Yes, because like I said, they have the advantage of the supply and demand for those sets being lower in the other territories, but, and this is a big but, September is like a good couple of months away. By then, in theory, the weather should be getting a little bit cooler, and unfortunately Lord Voldemort likes to put on an extra layer of clothing and hang around a bit. It's got a lovely warm fluffy coat. It's like ooh I like it here, I like the cold weather. So it is possible that is when a potential second coming of Rona will happen, and that's just something we're gonna have to wait and see. I mean, it's like fighting the boss level on a video game. You're fighting. Did level 1, you're like hell yeah, and you're running around celebrating in your little video game, and then that unfortunately gave enough time for the boss to recharge, and then you have to fight the boss all over again on a big round 2. That's basically what's happening at the moment. Big heat wave. Lord Voldemort is suppressed a little bit more, and then cold weather comes around and it's ding 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 round 2. During these times though, Lego haven't just been trying to make Lego and trying to get it into the other countries and things like that. Lego have donated a lot of money and a lot of resources to places like China, Europe, North America, donating masks, donating money to charities, frontline workers, educational charities, to make sure that they can keep providing their services so that they can defeat the virus and get Lego back into the country quicker. I do understand why people in the North American territories are quite pissed off, to be perfectly honest, that Lego isn't like doing announcements on these sorts of things. They're not even putting blog posts up. They're not really explaining their actions fully. I mean, I will link below to all the sources where I was reading up on all of this stuff, so you guys can read on it as well. But the Lego Group did have every intention on launching those products on those dates, and then they're like, when things go wrong, they're like scrambling around trying to make sure that they got another date for the North American territories. They could have just stuck coming soon back on everything and just left you to it. And yes, there's a lot of North American Lego YouTubers who, you know, getting new sets in is like something that their income requires on. But I think this just gives a great opportunity for Lego YouTube to potentially be a bit more creative with its work. It doesn't have to do all the reviews that it does. You know, we can have a bit more fun. Let's start a Lego challenge of some kind. Leave comments below with a Lego challenge that the Lego YouTube community can do all together during Miss Rona. That would be fun. Let's do that. Currently in England right now, we are in the middle of a bit of a heat wave, and our buildings are not accustomed or built to having heat waves of any kind. So I'm going to open all my windows now because I'm filming in a room where I've had to close off the windows because I live on a main road, so I can stop sweating so much. But if you guys liked these videos where I do a little bit more of a deeper dive into singular points of Lego news, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, turn it on to all so you never miss a video from me and you actually get your notifications and your videos appear in the sub feed. And hopefully this will all be over very soon and Lego YouTube can get back to some kind of normality.